I'm Kai Clifford, your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. And today we're going to be talking about a resistance, your resistance and my resistance. So, I am creating a new free journey for everyone. This is for you if you're someone with a great calling, like you are called to make the world a better place. You know that you are here to share something special. You're already a leader, you're already a change maker. Now, whichever level you're at, whether you're in your business, full thriving, or you're just trying to get started, or you're focusing on doing good in the community, it really doesn't matter which level you're at. What matters is who you are. Now, I've been healing myself, well, really for about 20 years since I was about 22, because I'm 42 now, but deeply for about 14 years since 2010. Is that right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I've been on this journey doing energy alchemy, learning how to get in touch with my body's natural rhythms, because I'm the sort of person where I would not listen to my body and I would get into resistance to doing things that are good for me, including working on my business. Now, it's not like it used to be. Sure, it's still there. And this is what I'm going to workshop live with you as we go throughout this journey. It's called Mission Accepted. That is, if you accept your mission for greatness, for growing your business, for growing your impact and making a big difference in this world, but you're smart enough and you're wise enough to know that you have limiting beliefs, that you have sabotages, that you have patterns, cycles, things in the way, and that the way to true and lasting success is a spiritual path and 100% responsibility. It's so important to understand that you are the co-creator of your reality. I can tell you, when I first started to try to come online, it probably took me a good 4 years, actually. 4 years, because I had severe blocks against being seen, against being famous, against being judged, against like so many things, so many limiting beliefs and actual nervous system tics that wouldn't let me speak to a camera. I literally couldn't even speak to a camera, guys. So let me know if you're here live or on replay. Say hi. Hi there. Is it Monte? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And let me know where you're from. And if you're really brave, let me know what is your calling? How it is that you like, how do you like to share your gifts with the world? I know for me, I love to share what I've learned through life. It can be that simple. I love to share how to grow in your spirituality, how to heal yourself from PTSD and chronic illness and things like that. So, I can tell you, even though I've been in so much resistance in my life, hi Zara, welcome, good to see you here. I've been in so much resistance through my life. The person that I am here today, you'd probably look at my stuff and you'd think, oh, you know, she's not really in resistance, what she's talking about. Hello, Advanced Gamer, welcome, welcome. Because you'll see that I'm pretty consistent. But there's still so much more that I know in my heart that I can be doing, like going live more often, and other things, a whole group of other things that I'm still resisting. So I'm going to be going on this journey to workshop live with you anytime I'm in resistance and other times as well, to literally show you how to get out of resistance, how to get in flow mode, how to work with your body and your nervous system, how to change your subconscious programming so that you can step into your power, stay in your power for longer and longer each time. Right? So here's the thing. When it comes to overcoming resistance, I know a thing or two. I also know a thing or two about being in resistance. Now, how to reduce fear? That's a great question. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is the number one thing. The first thing is to breathe through it. Full breath, not like, but like big exhale. All the way, keep exhaling, exhaling. Hello, friend, welcome. Now, to reduce fear, you do something that is actually quite obvious, but counter to what everyone else is saying. So what you want to do is you want to admit that you feel the fear. So if you feel the fear in your chest, hello, welcome, guys, welcome. Yes, that's so true. Amen to that. So what you want to do is admit that you have the fear. Feel your chest. Or if you feel the fear in your chest, if it's somewhere else, maybe you have like shoulders like this, you can maybe put one hand up here and just admit to yourself, say, yep, I admit I have this fear. And it's not creating it because it's already created. It's already happening in your system. So you want to admit, yep, I have this fear. And there's so many things you can do with this. That's a great thing. Is you can say, hi, fear. Yep, I definitely have this fear. I'm scared that. And then let yourself say it, or you can say it internally. It doesn't have to be out loud, or you can write it down. It doesn't matter. Whichever way feels right to you, make it work for you. Then you breathe into the fear. And now this is the hard part for people to do, but it's easy once you get the hang of it. You want to breathe into the fear and then let it wash and expand through your body. You want it to come through your body. So three steps. Admit you have the fear, then you breathe and let it expand through your body. And then you start reframing. So it's called, I call it the 1-2 reframe. And it can start with the negative or the positive. But if it's the negative, I have this fear that I'll fail. Okay, I'll fail because maybe I'm not good enough and da 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 da. Breathe into it. Feel the fear, get out of its way, let it be there. No, it's not a problem. It's a part of you that just needs to feel safe. Let it feel safe in your body by letting it be there. And then use the second part of the 1-2 reframe, which is, and even though I feel this way, I'm open to believing that I'm okay. And then you just go on a rampage. What if it gets to be easy? And depending upon your spiritual beliefs, so if you believe in God, the universe, Jesus Christ, infinite spirit, or anything else that you believe in, preferably the one true living God is the best, of course, is you want to breathe into it and just say something to do with like infinite spirit or God, the divine has me. I admit to you, God or infinite spirit, I'm scared. This is worrying me. It really does help to speak to the divine. Now, I'll be honest, I did a lot of healing work without ever talking to the divine. So you can do this energy alchemy without it. But I mean, you'll get so much better results over time by actually leaning in and trying to get this connection with the divine. Zara says, is it possible to heal decades of abandonment, trauma, and PTSD by EFT? It is. I have done it myself. I was not the person. No, I'm not from South Africa. I'm from Australia, but then lived in San Francisco. I met my husband in Thailand, and now I live in the UK for now. I wasn't the person that you see sitting here today. I really wasn't. I did have severe abandonment trauma. I had this complete thick feeling of constantly being unwanted. I was anxious, and it made me very abrasive and very sometimes very talkative, and it would actually make me a bit cold and callous and reckless, and just feeling like I didn't belong and getting really upset if people said they would call me and then they didn't. I would go into like a sort of inner fit of a tantrum, all sorts of like intense mental health issues, and reactions, like especially when I was younger, like a lot younger, like in my 20 years ago, 25 years ago even, but 20 and 25 years ago, I would get in a fight with my partner and I'd scream the house down, I'd lock myself in a cupboard, or I'd run down the street. And I just had all these mental health issues that took time to heal. Eating non-veg is good. Well, it can be good for some people, but I personally need to eat meat. I was a vegetarian for 4 years and I ended up getting chronic fatigue, and it was due to multiple factors, not just that. And I ended up eating meat. So you have to understand, when it comes to eating meat, it's about your intention. Is your intention to kill, or is your intention to eat, right? And so it's very important to understand that, the lion eats the deer. It's like that's a circle of life, and you can still have compassion for animals and still eat them. And in fact, I think that sometimes if you completely turn your back on the whole system and you really care about them, it'd be better off to help get them so that they're slaughtered in a more humane way, because obviously the way they're slaughtered isn't good. But yeah, I think it's okay. I'm very sharp. Thank you. So what was I saying about the abandonment and so I used to have all these mental health issues, and it really was the type of EFT that I've developed upon, which is a very breathy, spiritual type of EFT. No, I'm a full-on meat eater. The type of EFT that I did and do and share with people, you just feel the pain, the shame, the unwantedness dissolve from your body, and you're left with clarity, with hope, with trust, with confidence. And it's not just like you zap someone with energy or you just do one session or 5 sessions. Yes, you can get massive results sometimes in a session or 5, like something big will shift, but it's just like we're a human biological machine. We are the most advanced machine there is. We are absolutely profound and beautiful, but we're complex and we have so many layers in our system that it's not enough just to go and do a session or two and expect it to be completely healed. It's more like learning a new language, except you're rewriting the actual neural pathways and the spirit realm of your brain and your whole system, right? So it's really important to understand that you got to commit. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do it every day ever. I've even during my journey, I probably had months off here and there, and then probably a couple of years off here and there. But in the beginning, especially, I was going hard, like 5 to 8 hours a day sometimes using this energy work. Just tap, 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 just heal, 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 just self-talk, reframe with the 1-2 that I said. The 1-2 reframe is that, like, let's say you're in the tapping, even though I feel really unwanted and I definitely feel it in my body, admit that you feel it, take a breath, let it expand. This is part of my breathwork tapping method that we always do this. Okay, yep, even though I feel this unwanted feeling and yeah, it's really painful, I'm open to sending myself compassion. And then that's when you can turn the actual pain itself into your inner child. Okay, and then you can have a conversation and talk with it. Now, if you really want to get serious about this and explore it, I do obviously offer one-to-one work, and this is my favorite thing to do. I do have spots open right now. So if you want to explore how we can absolutely reprogram your thinking, connect you with the divine, help you feel wanted, help you just know that you are enough, then I can help you do that. Just reach out to me for a no pressure chat. I have 3-month, 6-month, 12-month, and 2-year journeys. Plus, if you want, you can also start with a smaller pack of sessions, especially like if you want to try a one-on-one single sessions, then you're welcome to sign up for that. Big sigh. And as you feel these feelings come up, you just want to let yourself sigh, right? This is a big thing with healing yourself and overcoming resistance is being in contact with your breath. I think I'm all glistening here. Good thing I'm not wearing makeup. Otherwise, I'll be wiping it all off. So let me know if you have any questions about overcoming resistance, about overcoming the abandonment wound. As I said, like I had that big time. I was born to teenage parents who, I don't want to slate them off or anything. So we all have our own stuff, but they were, for lack of a better word, essentially criminals. They were, into a lot of dark stuff, really. And yeah, I lived in what was essentially a drug house for the first 2 or 3 years of my life, locked in my room by myself with, parents on hard drugs and a house full of scary people. So I was either in the room by myself and alone and cold, usually hungry, or I was out with scary people that I wanted to be, but then where I wanted to be, but then I didn't want to be there. So that was the first 2 or 3 years of my life. And then fortunately I was taken away to live with my grandparents who, bless them, but they had their own set of problems. And my aunties who I lived with who were teenagers, they all resented me. And it was just a lot of pain growing up. And then I was bullied every single day at school. And I was just taught that nobody liked me. Everyone was mean. And it sent me deeply cynical. And it sent me, like when in my teens, I actually ended up living with my much older boyfriend when I was 15. So sort of started living so-called as an adult. I mean, I wasn't very responsible. I did end up getting a job, but it was more like just a party lifestyle, but still I wasn't. So what I'm trying to say is where most people are, they start living like out of home and stuff in their 20s or wherever. I started living out of home when I was 15 and lived my own life. And so during like around that time, I'd grown very cynical and very mean and very deceitful because of all the abuse that I'd had myself. And that came down upon me like a ton of bricks when I was about 21, 22. Real serious mental health issues, fugue states from all the lying that I told, ruined lives around me, my own life ruined. And then I learned the power of honesty. And it was from then at 22, which was 20 years ago now, that I decided to go on a path of morality and learning how to be an honest, good person. And I can tell you the things that I would have lied about beforehand because I was scared of losing something, that I felt the fear, and I told the truth instead. It's like I was rewarded with riches from the universe, with how much better life is when you don't make up stories. I can tell you that. And then at first it was like you have to catch yourself with these little things, like little lies, like saying that you called someone when you didn't for some weird reason, thinking that you have to make something up. So yeah, that was part of my journey. So now this part of my journey is all about stepping deeper into my purpose, stepping deeper into my mission of helping amazing leaders from around the world to step into their mission to help others and to share their gifts with the world. Now, this is why I do my Spiritual Honey Club, which is by invite only, specifically and exclusively only for female entrepreneurs with a great calling who are called and led to greatness, which is to help others. And of course, we also are into wealth and abundance mindset and creating a great life for ourselves, because the more we have, the more everyone has. But the focus has to be, even if your focus right now isn't, but it should be, your focus needs to be on how do you create an impact in others' lives, and from there your needs are met. Okay, so if you want an invite to that, it's 2 live healings a month, and it's free or by donation. At the moment, it's my only thing like that. It's the sort of thing that I would usually charge for. But as I say, this is God's gift through me to you, Infinite Spirit, God, the Divine. This is a gift of love for those of us who are called, and we're going to go shoulder to shoulder off into the sunset together as I help you heal, and then you do great things in your life too. So let me know if you want an invite for that. It's called the Spiritual Honey Club. I'm going to create a page to sign up to my free journey so that you can follow me and watch live streams like this, get free healings, free trainings, nervous system regulation, resets. It's going to be called Mission Accepted, for great leaders to overcome their resistance, something like that. What else? So yes, my one-to-one work is just 5-star excellence. Like, I've been doing this for a decade and a half. I know how to heal chronic illness, right? This is something that people generally can't do. My clients often come to me at wit's end, being like, I've tried everything. And then they sit there at the first session, well, I've tried everything, like, this won't work. And I'm like, no, this always works. Because I understand that 99% of chronic pain is emotional. Just like Bruce Lipton teaches, Dr. Bruce Lipton, PhD, the forerunning expert in genes and epigenetics, who was the first scientist ever, while everyone's like, genes control your reality, teach it all in schools, teach it to everyone. Through his experiments, his science experiments, which he wasn't even doing to learn this, he was just working on stem cells. He noticed that you get the exact same genes, you put them both in a different environment, and one will grow an ear, the other will grow, I don't know, some lungs or something. And also, if something will be sick, and all you have to do is take it out of the sick environment and it will get healthy. And now, what's our main environment? Our mood, our emotions. Okay, this is so important to understand. So this is why, yes, I can heal your emotional issues, your mental health, and how when we clear all the stuff in the way, we naturally become a magnet for our desires. This is why my clients manifest amazing things like TV appearances and starts in movies and interviews and clients messaging them and partners and literally like getting pregnant with children if that's what they want. Like, things like this happen all the time for my clients while we work on clearing their fears, their chronic pain, their overwhelm, clearing their resistance, fortifying their emotional state so that you become strong. Because what's the biggest problem is that someone will say something to you and then you get offended. Someone will say something to you and then you get hurt. And then that makes you react in some negative way, which sends your life into a tailspin much worse than it seems. But when you stop reacting, when someone can literally scream at you in your face and you look at them and you don't feel anything inside, really, you feel a little bit, but no, like, you don't feel any offense or trigger. You're like, you can't talk to me like that. No, I'm removing myself from this. Some of that. And you leave, or you don't have them back, or you tell them, this is my boundary. If you talk to me like this again, then I'll have to cut off communication. And you say it in the most calmest way because you're literally calm inside. You just won't accept that BS in your life. It's so good. So if you want help with this, reach out about my one-to-one. If you want one of my exclusive invites to the Spiritual Honey Club, free or by donation, but invite only for female entrepreneurs led to make a difference in the world. Send me a message. If you want to be part of my Overcome Resistance Mission Accepted free journey, send me a message. And I will be adding the link into the comments here once I get the page up. And I also have, if you want to do one of my home study programs, if you know you're the type of person that has the gumption to keep going, I have a brilliant program called the Divine Chakra Cleanse, which I originally led live, and it has dozens of my energy alchemy sessions in it because it's the chakra cleanse is in every area of your life. Now, this will even work for you or be good for you, whether you're just into energy work or even if you're a Christian, because this simply is about working with the energy centers in your body. Okay, it's just how our body works. It's just the energy centers. That's all. And so we work with the energy centers in our body while connecting with the divine, connecting with ourselves, doing the energy work, and you clear every area of your life, from your safety and security to any anger that you have, to your feeling of self-worth, your even energy levels. There's a great session in for that. Your overwhelm, even your ability to communicate, your psychic powers, all these sorts of things. So there's dozens of sessions in there. There's even one called the Sovereign Prayer, which is great for entity removal. Really, really good stuff. Now, if you want that just for a short time, if you were to sign up for that, you also get any one of my other programs for free. So it's like 2-for-1 bonus. And if there's any tapping program you're going to do online, I mean, I'm sure there are many other great leaders out there. I'm not saying I'm the only one in the world, but my method is unique. And if you are going to do something like this, then my work is so powerful, because not only is it the tapping and, the talking, it's the mind body somatic connection where you literally go into where you store the trauma, and which is thoughts, your beliefs, your opinions, your memories. That's what trauma is stuck negative thoughts, opinions, memories, feelings in your body. We go into where you store it in your body and we actually remove it systematically in the most beautiful and deep ways. And that's what the Divine Chakra Cleanse will do for you. And you can look to my other programs and choose one for free, lifetime access. Now, such as Stop Social Anxiety, which also has loads of energy healing in it. Course in Divine Guidance, which has a mix of energy healing and mindset work. Quantum Leap Your True Success, which mix of energy healing and mindset work. What else? The Romantic Love Journey. Oh, it's my favorite. I love it so much. Spent so much time and effort creating this. A massive library of mindset and loads of energy alchemy that actually change you into a more loving person, so you can show up with greater presence in your relationships, so you can heal your wounds of unworthiness and of communication issues and boundary issues. So there's energy work for that. Plus, it also teaches you actual steps of compassionate communication and how to have boundaries, but it also changes your personality so you naturally communicate better because you release the fear and the negative programming. Yeah? So let me know out of this which has resonated for you. Thank you so much for being here today. I will be back. I'm Kai Clifford, your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. If this has resonated for you, please share, because you never know who will just see me pop up on their feed because of something that you share that could literally change their life. It might literally help them walk again if they've got curved foot pain or something wrong with their legs, or something wrong with their back or sciatica. It might save their womb. It might save their marriage through working through the relationship issues just by sharing. So of course you don't have to, but if you feel so called to give back, just know that it could actually make a big difference in someone's life. So I feel complete. Okay, I'm going to have a lovely night with my husband, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Mwah.